Well, a very warm welcome evening to you. My name is Peter Subi, aka Ramsey, aka Subi the Boy. So, you know very well in Subi Boy TV, it is always our dream when we see our fellow youth getting inspired and even growing maybe their talents, because we believe that it is through this talent that we are going to nurture our youth, and maybe even it is through this talent that maybe we are going to expose this guy to the public and even to the world, so that maybe people will get to see what they're doing in life. So recently I met one of my greatest friends here in Chuka University, and I want you to see this guy because he's doing a very wonderful job. He is a very talented spoken word artist, and he's also a very talented person in terms of drawing. So joining me live is one of our own, very own Mundia. You know this guy, and live joining me. So maybe let me just give him a chance now so that he can introduce himself. Maybe then we'll see how we are going to progress with our interview for today. So niaje? So tueleze maybe majina yako ni nani?
Majina ni James Mundia, lakini jina la usanii ni The Mundia Poet.
The Mundia Poet.
Yes.
Yeah. So my beloved viewer, I believe you're going to love our segment for today, because I'm being joined here by one of my greatest friends here in Chuka University. He is a poet, he's an artist, he is talented, and this guy has been suffering from the issue of exposure. He has been doing some wonderful arts, and maybe due to some one or two things, maybe his art has not yet reached the public maybe. So tueleze maybe now, how did you now begin now this art now? Sema ulianzia wapi now?
So I realized that I can do art when I was in primary school, but I couldn't venture into it because I was focused into studies first. So when I joined here in campus at Chuka University, that's when I realized to begin my journey to art, both art and spoken word.
Both art and spoken word. Wow, it is indeed a privilege, my beloved viewer. You know, I've listened to most of his spoken word. He is a very creative spoken word artist, and he is also a very good drawer. And we will just show you maybe some of the pictures that he has drawn, and they are really wonderful pictures. So tueleze maybe, so jani yako ya hii usanii, seme imekuwa ikiendeleaje, tuseme utueleze tu.
So it has not been easy. I've been having some of challenges like from friends. Wengine hawakuamini, wengine wanasema yenye unafanya ni kujaribu tu, lakini huna hiyo uwezo, lakini self confidence ndio imenifikisha hapa.
Kujiamini, si ndio?
Kujiamini.
Mazee, unajua you are supposed to even to trust yourself and believe that maybe one day, one time, maybe what you're doing maybe itakuja kupenda huko nje, unaona? See, most of the youth maybe wanafanya kitu, then maybe unafikiria maybe what you're doing it will not bear fruit in future, but I want to tell you that everything is possible as long as you believe in yourself. This guy here is one of my greatest friends here, and he has been struggling. He has been trying at least to appear maybe somewhere in this art industry, as you can see. So how did you know that now wewe ni uko na hizi talanta zote, unachora, unaweza unda spoken word, you know, ilianza aje? You know there is that something that maybe inapeanga mtu push, unasema mazee naweza fanya kitu.
So first it was out of having a lot of leisure time here in campus. So after lectures you feel like you are free, so I had to find a way to make good use of the time that I had. So that's why I remembered that I had something I wanted to try. That's when I started retro by bit into arts. Then on the journey, on the way, that's when I ventured into spoken word. Yeah.
Wow, it is indeed nini mazee, you know, as long as ametuambia venye alianza, yani sometimes alikuwa anapata that free time, maybe alikuwa after lectures kidogo hivi, then akapata push, yani akaona mazee he can do this spoken word thing and the art thing of maybe drawing, and hapo ndipo alianza kufanya kazi yake, and I believe I've been seeing his content, and he is really doing very well, and I'll just show you maybe some of this clip, maybe you just see how this guy is doing. So nimeona ulichora, kuna picha ulichora by the way, and I believe this is one you have, yeah? Yeah. So wow.
He's one of the students here at Chuka University.
Yeah, and I believe you have seen this student in Chuka University. This is pure art. You can imagine, drawing such a thing. Sema ulianzia wapi? Like now something like this, kitu kama hii picha sasa, sema huwa inakuchukua muda gani kuichora?
Like 4 to 3 days when I'm free. But when I have lectures, maybe 1 week or more.
Well, and it is so creative, maze. Na kazi safi, maze. It is our dream maybe to just maybe air these people to the public so that at least kazi yao iweze kuenea. And you believe something like this is an art. This is not a picture. Amechora yeye mwenyewe. And I believe maybe wewe ukichora kitu unaweza chora kitu inakaa funny, but you can see there is some exactness in this picture that he is drawing. And there is another one here, maybe we just see kidogo. Wow. And this one also have a frame. Unacheki one of the beautiful pictures maybe that maybe I know you love it. I know the way it looks like, and Nimona made design a frame. It has a very beautiful frame. If you put this thing maybe into your house or maybe into your apartment or where you are living, it is something that looks very nice and beautiful. So maybe you tell us now maybe some of the challenges maybe that you have been experiencing. Sema changamoto gani umekuwa ukizipata maybe ukifanya hii kazi yako ya art and the rest?
So most of the time is capital. You don't have the most required materials, so you improvise on some materials so that you can make art. But there are those professional materials that you need, but due to lack of capital, I may not have them, but I just try to improvise. Yeah.
Wow. This is indeed one of those challenges. There are some people out here maybe, and there are also some other youths out there maybe. Maybe you are having this issue of maybe you're an artist and you want to train yourself in terms of drawing. So our friend here ametuambia amekuwa na challenge ya capital. Starting something that is something that imekumba wengi sana, even not only just in art and other things. There are some other activities maybe you're doing out there and they involve some cash, and maybe because you don't have cash now, your dreams inaenda inakufa peke yake. Unashangaa umeanza kitu, then it is not progressing because you need some capital, you need to raise some money so that you may buy some like of the things that you'll use in the nini. So hebu tueleze changamoto yako nyingine ni nini apart from seme capital, seme.
So another challenge maybe is when doing art, you make mistakes, or maybe someone said you a picture that is not very clear. So you have to try your best to make good of it.
But unang'ang'ana.
Yeah, unang'ang'ana like juu huwezi ambia client like hii picha hapana. So you take it as a challenge and you fight so to help you to improve on your art. So that when you have a clear one, it will be more easier to do it.
Unafanya kazi safi.
Yeah.
Wow. That is very, very nice and very, very touching and so inspiring. And tuseme sasa maybe tueleze sasa hapa kwa mambo ya poetry now in terms of this spoken word thing. I've seen your content on YouTube and you're really doing very well. So tell us now hii ku spoken word, najua it's an art also. So tuseme ueleze tu mtazamaji wetu maybe ulianzia wapi, and we see how it goes.
So spoken word, it was just like it was out of idleness also. So I tried to connect few lines, and they connected, and they give something that was special when I said to some people. So that's when the reaction from the people give me inspiration to do more. I started with few stanzas, and now I can write the stanzas I want. I'm not limited into words.
Wow. Maze, spoken word, even me, you have seen maybe some of my spoken words pia mimi nimekuwa nikifanya. He also inspired me at some point. Alikuwa anafanya na nitumia, ananiambia so check this one of mine, then I do mine. We were somehow competing at some point, and I want him to share some of the handles that ako nazo za social media, and you go and see this art that he's doing. And like I told you earlier, my beloved viewer, it is our dream now to inspire such people, promote such artists maze wa grow talent yao huko mtaani. And remember, when we help these people to grow, pia hao watasaidia wengine wakue, and we will have a very beautiful country and a very beautiful place to live in. So maybe you just share with our viewer now, wewe unapatikana katika mtandao upi, sema Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and the rest. as maybe you are winding up our segment for today?
So on Facebook, you can find me at the Mundia Poet. I have a page, the Mundia Poetry and Arts. On YouTube, you can find me, the Mundia Poet, and on TikTok at the Mundia Poet.
Also,
Yeah.
Wow. Make sure you follow this guy. Make sure you follow all those Twitter, all those handles, the Facebook, the whatever, and everything, so that maybe this guy can be seen out there in public. You know, there are those people maybe who might be interested in employing such people, maybe to their offices and maybe to their company, so that they can do this art and design things. So maybe utume salamu hata mazee, tell those people out there, uko na mabeshti huko nje, maybe wamenywa kusupport, you know. There are also people who we need to air out here. So hao marafiki zako wenye wamekusaidia ukakuwa na talanta yako ikakuwa zaidi, sema wasalamie tu na
So one of my best friends is Joseph Arts. So he is also an artist. So you can find him as Joseph Arts on Facebook or on YouTube maybe. Yeah.
Naenda aliku inspire.
Alinipa hiyo inspiration ya kuchora. So I knew I had a talent, but I also needed someone to inspire me and make it real.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is so much enough for today, and I believe you have really loved our segment for today. Remember, this is none other than Peter Subi, aka Ramsey, your one and only cute boy.